Our miners had to leave their tools behind when the Nerubians attacked. Please retrieve them.
Work cycle interrupted.
It seems the locals have taken issue with our foreign companion. I am attempting to defuse the situation as best I can. But we have more pressing problems.
The Titans will return. Be ready. Resuming work cycle.
The pillage of Freywold village. The Arthi shipwright was here but has moved on with most of her entourage. She had left a few Arthi behind, but soon after the shipwright left, earthen started disappearing. The villagers suspected the Arthi but had no proof. Then one day, the remaining Arthi left town in the middle of the night. The locals said the Arthi stayed at the inn. Can you look there for any clues as to where the Arthi are now? Given the villagers' hostility, the lamplighter and I shall remain here for the moment. Search for clues as to where the Arthi went.
Return if you wish to speak again.
Welcome, Outlander.
Freywold Constable. Our people started going missing when the Irati first arrived. At first we thought our neighbors had simply gone out of town, but more and more started disappearing. We questioned the Irati but they denied any wrongdoing. Then, one morning, we discovered the Irati had left in the night. We have been combing the countryside searching for them and our people, to no avail.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Arthi Journal. The earthen on the surface have resources in abundance that we severely lack in Hallowfall. Many years ago, the earthen exported these resources for use in Arthi airships. However, ever since trade was suspended, we have had to rely on our reserves for these resources. The Order of Night has control of some of these reserves, but not enough. We need more. Conspicuous Arthi candle. A badly burnt letter fragment has escaped the flame of the candle. Kill the lapdogs of the Emperor. Dispose of them in the hills above the village. Capture the earthen as covertly as possible. Arthi soldier. You find a scribbled note in the pocket of the dead Arthi. Blood covers most of the note but some parts remain legible. Order of Night has infiltrated. Are abducting the earthen. Require more workers to harvest. Send reinforcements immediately. It seems he was killed before he could deliver this message.
Do you have a query?
If I understand correctly, the Arthi are abducting Earthen? And they are also killing each other? What madness is this?
Faith, order. We must remember both.
The abductors obstructors? The Order of Night is clearly interested in our resources. They have abducted Earthen to harvest for them and may continue taking others. We must stop them. The next largest Earthen settlement is Rambleshire. If the Order needs more workers, they might have gone there to get them. Go on ahead, Deiaji. I must first speak with Kurdur about why the Arthi are doing this. Meet Peacekeeper Leaf at Rambleshire.
We will continue speaking later. What is your command?
While we have not yet seen any Arthi, there is an uneasiness about the town. Kurter believes the order is here. He says they are simply waiting for a moment to strike.
May the Titans carve your path.
Holy fire in Rambleshire. I'm certain there are still Order folk sneaking around here. Now they might be carrying messages on them, just like the clues you found in Freywold. You and I are gonna find out. Here, take these Thursdayables. They might look like tiny incense burners, but I've enchanted them with sacred flame. Just throw one down and you'll get a big bang with a bright flash. Should be enough to stun anyone sneaking around. Just don't throw one at me. Got it? Use Flashfire Thursdayables to reveal Order of Night forces in Rambleshire, eliminate them, and search them for clues.
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
Tell me, what drives you?
Rancher Kinney Sant. It's good to have the rumble of thunder back in my bones.
Follow no directives but your own.
Nightshade letter. Production is moving along steadily, but slowly. The shipwright requires more earthen to operate the mill. The deal with our new friends is working out well. With the Corway inaccessible, our friends are the only way we can transport large amounts of lumber to Hallowfall. All they ask for in return is for our help to destroy Miraldar.
What path? I am out of range.
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
That was regrettable.
Alright, I'll admit it, the little pebble is pretty useful. He knows more about the earthen and the surface than I ever will. Anyway, did you find anything?
We are all the Emperor's subjects.
New friends, huh? Guess I'm not the only one. Kurter freezes when he realizes what he's just said and suddenly points a finger at you. You didn't hear me say nothing, got it?
The Empire is forever.
A time to kill at the lumber mill. Alright, let me see if I get all of this. The shipwright brings an entourage up here to get lumber for airships. But the shipwright is actually Order of Night, along with most of her group. So they murder the loyal Arthi, kidnap Earthen, and force them to run the lumber mill up here. And now we gotta deal with the Order and whoever their new friends are. Kurter swears and shakes his head. Come on, let's head to the mill. We got a lot of bad guys to kill and time's wastin'. Meet Lamplighter Kurter outside of Skalskull Mill.
Obey the testament of Merildar. You are an outsider, yes?
Nerubians. Lots and lots of Nerubians. By Biladar's light do I hate Nerubians.
Take your leave.
Ungurthen the Earthen. While I do enjoy beating the black blood out of Nerubians, we must save the Earthen prisoners first. I saw they're being held by Arthi ball and chain. Someone like you should be able to shatter them pretty quick. Just do that thing you do. Oh, and we should split up to cover more ground. Yeah, Leaf's gonna complain, but he's always complaining anyway. Free 8 abducted lumberjacks.
Obey the testament of Merildar.
Communication initiated.
Concealed in the Weald. The Nerubians seem to be in league with the Arthi. Many of them are guarding the mill, but I am sure there are more than we can see. We cannot allow such a large enemy force to operate unimpeded this close to Rambleshire. The Nerubians attacked and destroyed large sections of Dornogal not too long ago.
May Rook nor Ram take you far. Speak and be heard.
Concealed in the Weald. The Nerubians seem to be in league with the Arthi. Many of them are guarding the mill, but I am sure there are more than we can see. We cannot allow such a large enemy force to operate unimpeded this close to Rambleshire. The Nerubians attacked and destroyed large sections of Dornogal not too long ago. The Order of Night Arthi are abducting and enslaving our people. We must eliminate as many of them as we can. Preferably all of them. Eliminate Shadow Silk forces at the Skalskull Mill.
Return if you wish to speak again.
target something first. Require a target. I must get closer. Too far away. I must get closer.
The coreway must be protected.
Peacekeeper Leaf. Herder, where could he be?
Faith. Order.
Well done.
We must remember.
I will lead the
both.
few I was able to rescue to safety.
May the Titans carve your path.
That should disrupt their operation. Let us hope it is enough for now.
The Titans will return. Be ready.
A lamplight for the shipwright. Where is Kurder now? Did he go off on his own again? Leaf sighs. We've rescued the Earthen and eliminated many hostile forces, but our task is not yet complete. Shortly before you arrived, we spotted a group of Arthi traveling up this hill. One of them was identified as the Arthi shipwright. The shipwright is the leader here. Losing her will cripple their efforts to utilize the mill. Head up the hill and find her before she can escape. Confront the Arthi shipwright.
May rook nor ram take you far. We are the Titan's bedrock and foundation.
Kurder is injured. He will not be an effective fighter until he heals.
We will continue speaking later.
Best friends, same ends. I saw the shipwright leave the cave and head down to the beach. She was accompanied by a formidable-looking Nerubian. The shipwright is the mastermind behind this entire operation. She knows precisely how the lumber is to be cut and what lumber is needed for their airships. The Nerubians know this and likely assigned one of their best to protect her. If we can eliminate the shipwright, we can bring all of their carefully laid plans to ruin. Eliminate shipwright Isabella and shadow spinner Azarak at Silkwood Grotto.
Resuming work cycle.
Up to no good down in Silkwood. The order is moving the wood through the Nerubians. Leaf said he saw the shipwright leave the cave and head down to the beach. The Nerubian tunnel must be down there. You're going to have to seal that flame-forsaken passage. While slinking around, I noticed the order brought explosive barrels with them. Find a few and use them to blow the tunnel. Get going, Deiaji. I'll be right behind you. Collect Silkwood explosive barrels, then destroy the Nerubian tunnel at Silkwood Grotto.
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
I am out of range. Do not have a target. I need to target something first.
Communication initiated.
With the Nerubian leader destroyed, their remaining forces will be in disarray. Without the shipwright's knowledge and leadership, their entire operation will be crippled. Let us hope it also drives a wedge between these hopefully former friends.
Faith. Order. We must remember both.
Good stuff, Deiaji. That should put a dent in their plans. With that tunnel gone, ain't no way for them to send that wood to Hallowfall now. That makes the mill all but worthless. Phew. Order stopped, Earthen saved, Nerubians killed. Job well done if you ask me. I don't know about you, but I could use a vacation.
Take your leave.
We are the Titan's bedrock and foundation.
The Council Ward summons. Council Ward Merrick's requests your presence in his office. He received the documents you left and would like to discuss the steel vein situation with you further. Sarati regards you as if she is unimpressed. She also seems to be an earthen of few words. Meet Merrick's at the Council Ward's rise in Dornogal.
May Rook nor Ram take you far.
You have my gratitude.
I bid you welcome.
Merrick's. Well, if it isn't the bane of Dornogal smugglers. Excellent work. The city is no doubt safer because of you. Merrick's. Ah, yes. Steelbane. He has made quite the name for himself in my city. His name is whispered with reverence in the streets. Many under my authority do not approve of an unknown entity bending the edicts for, well, whatever it is he does. And yet, Steelbane remains at large, evading capture. Curious, is it not?
We must talk later.
Steelbane is a paradox in a city founded upon order and rules. Perhaps this presents an opportunity.
Very well. You are dismissed.
Dornogal's benefactor. You are in a unique position, Deiaji. A position to learn. You met those who would bring this bender of edicts to justice, but what of the people of Dornogal? What do the earthen think of this Steelbane fellow? Humor me. Take the smuggled goods you intercepted and bring them to their intended recipients. Tell them the items are a gift from a mutual friend. You might be surprised to learn who benefits from these illicit deeds. Distribute smuggled goods around Dornogal.
Must go. Apologies.
The causeway must be protected.
Aufta. If you are here for leisure, you will need to book an appointment with the bath matron. But you may need to wait. We are awfully busy right now and in short supply of, well, everything.
We will continue speaking later.
Gostroff. Titans preserve you, Outlander. If you need supplies taken out of Dornogal or into it, then I'm your quarry. My directive is delivering supplies and trade goods. No matter the recipient. Trader Harthen. You again? Listen, I do not want any trouble. Whatever happened with the peacekeepers yesterday was not what it seemed. Trader Harthen. Well, crack my chassis and call me a keeper. I knew Steelbane had connections around the city, but not like this. I'm glad someone around here can get around the edicts to get what we need. Not that I have anything against the edicts. It's just... well, never you mind. Say, while you're here, can you pass along a message to our mutual friend for me?
I serve the Titans unswervingly.
Harthen mentioned Artgrin, you say? He is a trade overseer from the Ringing Deeps. If he quarreled with Steelbane, that certainly concerns me.
Conversation terminated.
Security
Pity.
through trade. If we're to solve this quarrel between Steelbane and Artgren amicably, then we'll need to make some new friends. One of Artgren's employees, Upstorn, frequents a Cinderbrew speakeasy here in Dornogal. Only machine speakers may enter it. Even as council ward, I am not able to access it. However, there are others in the city who can. Bivruzi, a Gundargaz trader, should be able to give you access. If you can grease her palm, she may be able to supply you access. Convince Bivruzi to give you access to the Cinderbrew speakeasy.
The eternal titans sculpt your path. Conversation initiated.
Merix. As council ward, it is my duty to know everything that happens in my city. Disputes among earthen are not uncommon, but rarely do they topple as many stones as this incident has. Merix. For a moment, you sounded just like Baelgrim. As you can attest, Steelbane's operations are necessary within Dornogal. They benefit all earthen, above ground and below. Steelbane's methods may bend the edicts in ways my counselors disapprove of, but given the turmoil between the Unbound and the workers in the deeps, sometimes one must look the other way. Merix. Overseer Artgren manages the shipping tracks down in the deeps. He ensures the supplies we send to the machine speakers are distributed, and in turn, the raw materials they process are sent up to us. It would seem that Artgren has, or rather, had some sort of back alley deal with Steelbane to smuggle up supplies otherwise prohibited by our edicts. Merix. Merix hums in thought for a moment. I cannot say for sure, but I would imagine it has something to do with the dwindling supplies and raw materials we have been receiving from the Unbound. Unfortunately, this means sending fewer shipments into the deeps, despite the trade they continue to send up. Officially, Dornogal has a mutual trade arrangement with them, so this appears to be a personal grievance.
Go where the edicts lead.
Bivruzi. And what are you staring at, Surface Runner? Bivruzi. Bivruzi sizes you up and down for a moment before she chuckles. I won't lie and say I'm not curious about how you even know about that place. Still, I can't just give you the pass rune to access the speakeasy. It's valuable after all. But maybe we can trade.
You go wherever you please, don't you?
So what do you say, Surface Runner? You polish my back and I'll polish yours. Do we have a deal?
Back to work.
The market reeve of the forge grounds. I've heard liquid opal tastes remarkable, but no matter how often I peruse the auctions here, it's never for sale. It's quite rare. Luckily for you, there is one person who can find the stuff. Bokret, the market reeve of the forge grounds. Nothing circulates in the city's flow of trade without her knowledge. I don't often try to do business with one as connected as her. But you'll have no qualms about it, I'm sure. At this hour, you'll find her over by the inn. Acquire a vial of liquid opal from Bokret.
I'm still working. Are you leaving?
My directive is to serve you. My thanks for your patronage.
What is your command?
Vakret. Whatever business you're here for will have to wait, dear. It's been a terribly long day and I've yet to have my first mug of cinder brew. I don't do business until I have had a taste of its sweet fire. Vakret. My, that was quick. Thank you, dear. You must need something very urgently. I am Vakret, Reeve of the Forge Ground and Markets. How may I serve?
May the Titans carve your path.
Speak and be heard.
Loldrin. The Earthen doesn't acknowledge you as he powers over the stacks of scrolls and paperwork around him.
May Rook nor Ram take you far.
Auditor's Manifest. The Auditor's Manifest is covered in checklists and spaces to note details of recent transactions. Several categories and sections remain blank, evidently left unfilled by a merchant who had hastily filled it out. Auditor's Manifest. The first section of the audit was filled out by a famous Earthen author. They seem to have forgotten to record the title of their most popular book. Fill in the blank. Name, Maluk. Occupation, historical author. This cycle's best-selling novel __________. Auditor's Manifest. The second section of the audit was authored by a local crystal tender. Somehow, they forgot to record their name. Name __________. Occupation, crystal tender. This cycle's best-selling product, Malachite Bites. Auditor's Manifest. The third section of the audit was authored by someone selling spiced oil. They seem to have forgotten to record their occupation. Name, Cordon. Occupation _________. This cycle's best-selling product, spiced Gundar oil.
Do you have a query?
Nernable. Task, interrupted. I'm a little busy at the moment. If you are here to make an order, please see Uthaga outside. Nernable. Loldrin should know the chaos here in the city has backed up our supply lines. My order of magma cores from the deeps never materialized. I cannot complete this work order, much less sign a form stating I have.
The Titans will return. Be ready.
Speak and be
Nernable.
heard.
The magma core is the last reagent for this repair. It is an old heirloom for someone out in the well. It is an old heirloom. That is all that matters.
Return if you wish to speak again. Work cycle interrupted. Communication initiated.
Vokgret. Vokgret's attention remains on the paperwork in front of her.
Resuming work cycle. Faith. Order. We must remember both.
Vokgret speaks without looking up from her paperwork. The city certainly is a busy place.
Resuming work cycle.
Each corner of the forge ground works in unison with each other like cogs in a machine. All it takes is a single piece to fail to bring it all down. But despite the disruptions, you have proven yourself resourceful. Keep this up and the right people will begin to notice. If they have not already. Vokgret peers at you over her spectacles and smiles.
The Titans will return. Be ready.
Opals and runes. You have certainly made my disaster of a day far less stressful, Deiaji. For that, you have the thanks of the entire forge grounds and those who keep it running. Vokgret winks as she gives you a knowing smile. Bivruzi was right to send you to me. Do tell her not to be a stranger now. I could use more friends from the deeps. Here is her liquid opal. Give it to her with my compliments. Trade the vial of liquid opal for the speakeasy pass room from Bivruzi.
May Rook nor Ram take you far.
Bivruzi. So what do you say, soft one? You polish my back and I'll polish yours. Find me what I am looking for and I'll get you into that speakeasy. Bivruzi. The speakeasy is a private lounge for us machine speakers. We don't often come to the surface, so many eons ago we were granted our own private space. We tend to prefer secrecy and being left alone, hence the security golem. But don't worry. So long as you provide the pass rune, the golem won't harm you. Bivruzi grins.
Stay productive.
The edicts must be followed.
Everyone in the city is in need of something, and there is always someone with the means to acquire it.
I have work to do.
I send you to a machine speaker to get us into the speakeasy, and you wind up aiding the market reeve of the forge grounds in some roundabout delivery and trading operation? Merrick smirks coyly as he claps his heavy stone hands in applause. It is a much quieter sound than you would imagine. Well done, my resourceful outlander.
The eternal Titans sculpt your path.
The machine speakeasy. Machine speakers are odd and secretive units, some prone to paranoia. Even so, the grievance they have against Steelbane must be smoothed over. As you have seen in the forge grounds, their quarrel with a single smuggler has put the entire city at risk. As council ward, I will not stand for it. Let us go talk to Artgrin's employee, Upstorn, and see if he can deliver a diplomatic message to his overseer in the deeps. I will meet you in the tunnels. Enter the speakeasy in the tunnels below Dornogal, then confront Upstorn.
Must go. Apologies.
Speak easy, rune guard. The golem stands unmoving in front of a doorway. Faint markings are etched into its heavy chassis.
The burden is mine.
Upstorn. Upstorn narrows his eyes at you. So. The council ward doesn't just have steel vein in his pocket, but the outlanders too? I should have guessed.
The work continues.
Do you have an appointment?
I abhor violence, Deiaji. Dissent. Desperation. Distrust. These are the consequences of ruling through fear. Merrick's frowns for a moment before glancing down at Upstorn. But, sometimes, violence brings about clarity and with it, revelations.
I have work to do.
Sedition. The poster reads, Merrick's is corrupt. Steelbane is weak. They cannot protect the earthen. They do not care about them. They spit upon the edicts. Merrick's was bribed to reopen Steelbane's smuggling operation. Steelbane hides behind Merrick's authority. They are taking from your pockets to line theirs. Do not trust their lies. Speak to Merrick's at the council words rise in Dornogal.
You address the Council Ward of Dornogal.
Yes, I am quite aware of the situation. It has rather disrupted my morning.
We must talk later.
Merrick's. I would have this issue dealt with quickly and quietly.
Conversation terminated.
Damage mitigation.
Pity.
Upstorn has confirmed that Artgrin, the overseer in charge of my supply line that runs from the deeps into Dornogal, is the one who tipped off my peacekeepers. It is therefore also my opinion that Artgrin is the one who penned this sedition. He must have sent his workers upstairs to post them around the city. It is imperative that we remove them before these rumors spread further. Tear them down for me. Tear down 8 seditious posters in Dornogal.
Go where the edicts lead.
Dispelling rumors. Many of my peacekeepers have already caught wind of Artgrin's sedition. I am told some are losing faith in my integrity as council ward, believing that I have been taking bribes from smugglers to bolster my own coffers. I can provide proof that no such transactions have taken place clearly, but we need to stop them from murmuring amongst themselves and giving the rumors power. Lies become truths through repetition. If you find any discussing the matter, kindly disperse them. Disperse 6 murmuring peacekeepers in Dornogal.
Very well. You are dismissed. Very good to meet you.
Very good. That will help stem some of the damage Artgren is trying to do to my reputation, both of my reputations.
Conversation terminated.
I am pleased to hear that
Pity.
most of them were reasonable.
Go where the edicts lead.
Forcing my hand. I do not know if Artgren merely intended to sabotage me or if he wanted to force a confrontation. Either way, a confrontation he will have. I believe this situation can be rectified peacefully, but I cannot do it as the council ward. Steelvein has never appeared in the stone, but he must now. I will parley with Artgren in the deeps and this situation will be concluded. I would have you accompany me, but there are some things I want you to know before that. Help me prepare and I will speak with you. Help Merrick's disguise himself as Steelvein.
We must talk later. What do you have for me?
I will have this solved peacefully. Though if Artgren asks for violence, we will answer.
Go, before anyone recognizes us.
Bad business. I have not been to the deep since their machines shut down. Upstorn will have to guide us to Artgren's depot. Once there, I will attempt a conversation. If Artgren is not amenable, which I suspect will be the case, we will respond with equal force. Our goal is to bring him back into the fold, not to beat him into submission. Ruling by fear only breeds resentment. We will meet you in the deeps. Come swiftly and, of course, speak of this to no one. Meet Steelvein in the ringing deeps near Hallowfall Gate, then confront Overseer Artgren.
Watch yourself.
Make it quick. We're
Overseer
busy.
Artgren. I'm busy. What do you want?
Stay productive.
Keep your voice down.
Now that Artgrin is willing to talk, we will talk. And all of this will be settled. You have my gratitude, Deiaji.
Back to business.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
Let's make haste, champion. We must notify our allies of what we've uncovered. You have found me.
Surface bound. Deiaji, the moment is upon us. We must make haste to the city of Dornogal, where our allies await. Only together do we stand a chance against Harbinger's machinations. Meet with Moira Thorisan and your allies in Dornogal in the Isle of Dorn.
Know your target. Come, Anduin. Dornogal awaits.
We'll meet you there, champion.
In kinship, we find purpose.